Hey, hello everybody and welcome to the first track of Spec Racer 2019, let's call it for now. So this is your start point. We're going to be using this bridge here as your start and end point. So when you line up, you can line up right across here, line abreast if you need to, and when the race starts, you continue this way. You can use jump jets to go over any of these little obstructions if you need to, but you can't go up onto the tops here. That's a no-no. So you stay down in this section, and we're going to continue along this route. Now, you're going to take a left up here, so you can go the short route through there, but if needs be, if you want to take cover, you want to avoid something, you can go around here. You can jump jet on top of the wreckage and go around that way, but as long as you get here, and then you want to head up between these two volcanic spires, you continue through here, and then you're going to take a right, and when you get to this part, you can stay on the left or right using this ice formation as cover if need be. But you continue down here, and once you get to the bottom, you're going to take a sharp left into the remainder of the canyon, so no jumping over there, no going on top still. You're going to stay down in this section through this part here, and you're going to continue on. So by lap 2, you're going to be in a lot of really nasty close-range fighting. And we're going to continue through here. Now, you can go, you got two ways you can go. You can go the slightly longer route round this way if need be, or you can go through the smaller way there, and this will take you into the new ice tunnel, and you're going to run through the ice tunnel, and you're not going to go left. You're going to go through here, continue through the tunnel, and again, I'm expecting there to be probably a lot of deaths by lap 2 going through so many tight spaces. We'll see how this goes. And once you get out into this section, you can fan out as much as you need to, slow down, let people overtake you, take shots. But basically, you're going to be heading over to the finish line here, and that will be a complete lap of this track on Hibernal Drift. So that is the first track for June 2019. Okay, so here we are for what will be track 2. This is Frozen City Night. Chose the night version because you don't get any of the blizzards and the such that get in the way of the visuals. So the start point is here at the mouth of the ice tunnel. You can line up however you feel, line abreast or as a clump, whatever. Try not to damage each other's legs as usual, just be courteous to the racers. So we're going to go through and sprint through this tunnel here. Obviously lap 1 you won't be shooting each other, so this will give you a good time to jockey for position, try and find the pace that's comfortable for you. Do you want to get to the back of the group? Do you want to try and pull out as far ahead as possible? Or do you want to stay in the middle of the pack and try and get a few kills, rack up points that way? Don't use the side exit there, just continue all the way through the tunnel. And as soon as you get out here, don't drop off the side. You're going to stay on top all the way through here. Follow the path down. It's not the most obvious path, but you can make it out. And you're going to go straight along here. So don't dip between the buildings. You're going to stay in this big open section here all the way along, and we're going to get to this section here where you take a left then, and now you're going to head toward the crash dropship. Now, whatever way you want to go there, you can go around the buildings, so you can go through that gap, you can go there, you can go this way, but you know, for brevity purposes, it's however you feel you should. Obviously jump jets are allowed, so you can, for instance, jump jet over the building if you need to, and you can go through the gap there in the dropship, you can go over the hill here, or you can go through the little channel on this side as well. Now, this one's going to be a bit different because your aim is to get back to the tunnel mouth, but how you go around to get to it is entirely up to you. You can take the short path and go straight up here, you can go all the way around down through this section. You can go as far as you want down. For instance, you could run all the way down to the bottom section here and cut around and go through the buildings. Again, jump jets are allowed. If you can get as high on the buildings as possible, you may do so. As long as you don't stop and as long as you don't double back on yourself, you are perfectly fine to run through all these buildings, go up this hill for instance, jump between mechs, jump between buildings, all while on lap 2 presumably firing at each other, and you're going to make your way all to the start point here again, and that would be the beginning or the end of the lap when you get to this point where I am now. So as long as you're just by these buildings, or just past these frozen buildings here, you will be on lap 2, 3, whatever, or ending the race. Alright, my lovelies, here we are for track 3. We are on Forest Colony Classic. There we go, get that one right. Start point is going to be in this general area. It's too tight at the start to really have anyone in a full lineup, so however you want to jostle there, just as long as your start position isn't in the middle of the archway, you're fine. And you will basically start through here, through the arch, and then you're going to take a right into the tunnel. A lot of emphasis on tunnels in this one. But we wanted to make use of the new maps and the old returning maps. So you want to run through. Now you can go straight along that way, or you can go around here. Beware though, you will have this big section of rock that you will have to either then run around the side of or jump jet. But I do warn you though that you can get glitched on the side of jump jets, and you'll just be sort of stood hanging in the air for a second or two. So once you get through the cave here, you want to continue right the way through, and you go down this section here. Again, if you want to hop over that rock with jump jets, you can. Just try to stay within the little valley. Continue down this way. Don't go around that way or round along that way. You want to try and stay through here, down this section, and into the water. So stay in the water down here, and stay off the beach, and try not to go through the ship. Let's just stay in this big pool of water area around here that we're seeing now. And you want to run right the way through, and this is where you can take a left up this river channel here, or this stream, and your choices are you can go up this pathway as I am now, you can go between the cement or the concrete drainage that way, so you can jump over jump jets, or you can jump over and go this way as well, onto this side. So long as it takes you up the stream section here and basically back to the start. Relatively short track, but it has a lot of nasty little choke points for you, so you got to be careful. And now, of course, what race finale wouldn't be a finale in Spec Racer without the fear? So, start line is, as always, the little lump of metal line you've got sort of this area, roughly around here, however you feel. You want to start in this generally. I try not to start in the water as always. And yeah, I'm just going to run the track and explain a few other little bits and pieces. Now you may have noticed that I've been in a clan and in a sphere mech, a different one each time. You may have noticed the tonnage, 35. This is going to be a bit of an experimental season. We're going to allow you to pick any 35 ton within clan or inner sphere weight limits. And whatever build you want to use on that, you are fine to use. Now, this does include the fact that, for instance, there are 2 clan Omnimechs within that setup, the Cougar and the Adder. And they may not have the speed, but let's face it, it's clan mechs and they generally have the firepower. You may not be bringing up the speed, but you've definitely got the capability of doing a lot of damage. And remember, in Spec Racer, every kill nets you 2 points. You might not be the fastest on the track, but you can certainly do a hell of a lot of damage very quickly compared to the inner sphere designs. The other factor is that we wanted to see how it would work with different mechs of different classes in the past. Since it's been one type of mech, allowing different variants, it's produced some interesting results. But I'm interested in seeing in this season how it's going to work with just a weight class and within a certain tonnage limit. I think it's going to be the most interesting aspect of this. So yeah, it might not be perfect, it might not work brilliantly, and there may be a better weight class in the future, but this is how I would like to go through in future Spec Racers, allowing people a little bit more flexibility. So maybe a future one will be 40 tonners only, or 30 and 25 tonners only, going with that kind of idea, maybe just trying to stick it to just Omnimechs only, that kind of thing in the future, or Omnimechs only of a specific weight class. But that's the fear track. If you don't know it, it's pretty straightforward there. And this is just a quick recap of the rules. I know it's quick and dirty, but it's nice and big, easy to read, and I can read them out for you now so you can check them yourself. You can have a look at it, pause it, whatever else, read them. So basics are any 35 ton battle mech or omni-mech is legal outside of heroes. No hero variants. Let's keep it C-built only, so that means people can feel like every mech at least is on the level playing field. It's the C-built ones only. There are 4 prizes in total up for grabs, which will be listed further below. Each race will start on hour 2 of the Friday live streams, starting June 7th, 14th, 21st, and ending on June 28th. Please only sign up if you can make each race, as it will help keep things fair for everybody. If you can make the dates, then please leave a comment below and you'll be added to the race list. This is first come, first serve. If I get 12 people who post their comments first, they will be the 12 who will be signed up. Another factor to keep in is that hour 2 will be midnight for me, so 12 AM GMT, because the streams will start 11 PM GMT, but we're on British summertime, so please make sure you can get there a little bit earlier if you can. As I said, if you haven't put me on the friend list in game, please make sure you do. Critical Space Rocket is the name you want to add, and I will accept a friend invite. And when the second hour is about to start, send me a message in game, and I will get everything set up. So pre-race checks, as you may have already seen. Try not to bump each other's legs prior to the race if you can, to keep everyone as fresh as possible. Make sure you have no lock-on weapons. They won't help you. We'll be on the same team. If you have any questions before the race starts, please ask them there, and we'll get any of that sorted for you in chat. Race rules: no firing on the first lap. Only start firing when your second lap begins. If you see other people firing, that's because their second lap has started. You can only fire after you cross the finish line and begin your second lap. Any kills you get will get you 2 extra points on top of your finishing position. So remember, every kill bumps everybody who's still alive up 1 place, but the person who gets the kill is an extra 2 points. No deviating from the track if possible. Don't stop moving, keep going forward at all times. No doubling back, so no running around in circles shooting at each other, please. If you fall off the track, please get back on using the shortest route possible. If that means using jump jets, or if you have to actually skirt around a part of the track, please do so just to get back on and keep things moving. Upon finishing your 4th lap, please move to one side and power down. And most importantly, have fun. Now the prizes are basically a choice-based one. In the past, it's been first place gets this, second place gets that. So if you are first, you get to pick one of the 4. Second, then gets second choice. Third, and finally 4th gets the last game that's on the list. And these include Mutant Year Zero, Yakuza 0, Metal Gear Solid 5, and Project Cars 2. If you're interested in any of those, then please sign up, because you have a chance of winning those. I will be giving the Steam codes for those after the race is over, after the stream is finished. So on June 28th, the people who win, please stay in-game. At least I will then message you in-game and paste those in so you can redeem. And please let me know if your code redeems within Steam, and we'll get that. Hopefully that will all be sorted. If you have a trouble with redemption, please contact me, and I will try and get that sorted for you as soon as possible. Yeah, outside of that, any other questions, leave a comment below. I'll try and answer any other questions you have with specifics if you want to join. And other than that, hope you have a good time, racers. Bye.